What is going on, everybody? This channel, we are now sponsored by TEMU. That is the perfect fitting sponsor for that, just the haggard lifestyle in general.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, so yes, Onion from Hagnar, sponsored by TEMU. More on that later. Wait, Theo, am I in frame? How's that? All right, well, that intro's crooked. Wait, Theo just had to direct the shot from behind the glass, dude. Wait, now I moved it. You gotta look again, dude. I'm sorry, we're sponsored by TEMU now, dude. This is the haggard life. All right, that's good right there. I've been in the market to buy a house recently. I know, right? There's been multiple times where we're just hanging out at the shop and I have like a showing at like 2. I'm like, all right, Chris, I'll be back. I'm going to check out this showing. I'll come back an hour later. I'll be like, dude, I just put in an offer. The house was sick. And then a week later, some asshole shit on me. Like, I get outbid severely. So the last 2 times this happened, this is all recent, by the way. I made 2 offers in the last 2 weeks, both in Thomaston, by the way. Mm-hmm. The first house right down the street was asking price $314. I put a bid in. My real estate agent's like, there's a lot of interest in this. Maybe you should do more than asking. I went $25,000 over. I put a bid in for $339 on a house that was asking $314, okay? Mm-hmm. They call me a week later, they took someone else's offer. And then just recently, not even a week ago, 6 days ago, I go look at another one in Thomaston, asking price $290. So I'm like, dude, I went 25 over and I still got shit on. So this one for $290, I went 30 over asking, 30 G's over asking. I put in a bid for $320. I get the call literally yesterday saying someone outbid you. Is there a grander conspiracy happening here? Have you heard the theory that BlackRock is buying up single family homes to fuck people out of buying, to rent the houses back to the people, they get to control the rent prices?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that's a real thing.
BlackRock and Vanguard, to be exact.
They are doing exactly what I'm bitching about.
For a lot of houses, yes. For a lot of single-family homes, absolutely.
But how do you know? Y'all already know TEMU is sponsoring the Life OD channel, and they are offering a crazy promotion right now. Click the link in the description, download TEMU using my link, use my code right here, KCP8643 is the code. They are offering $20 off any order over $20. Yes, that means you can finesse TEMU right now. You can spend $21, use the $20 off coupon, and your item is $1. This is your chance right now to finesse TEMU. Once you've downloaded the app with my link in the description, let's go ahead and boot up the TEMU app on your phone. We're gonna type in my code, KCP8643. And as you can see right at the top, you get the $20 coupon if you use my link in the description and use my code. Type it in. You just saw me do it. It's that easy. And yes, TEMU has given me permission to literally teach you guys how to finesse their app. So let's see, what can we get for $1 basically? Like, what is something on here that I would get? The car defroster, dude. I know some of y'all low-key need this. Let's be real. Some of y'all low-key need that right there. Like, if I get to use the code too, what am I actually gonna redeem for $1 right now? Oh, this ain't bad. This ain't bad, dude. I might low-key get this. It already retails for $224. They're doing their Black Friday deal right now. $45 minus the 20. This unit for 25 bucks. Dude, I film on my phone a lot. I'm literally filming on a phone right now, dude. I honestly might get this. Let's just start typing in car parts. Let's type in steering wheel. Oh my God, they got like a little sim wheel, dude. Yo! Y'all know what this reminds me of? The wheel on my first Miata. Look at this! Dang, dude, y'all could put this on your sim wheel, put this in your little project car. Look, we could go on and on here about everything awesome that TEMU has. The only way you're going to be able to narrow down exactly what you want is to download the TEMU app by clicking my link in the description. Use my code, type it in, you're going to get the $20 off. With all that being said, big shout out to TEMU for sponsoring the Life OD channel. Wait till y'all see what comes next from TEMU. Y'all are going to love it. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. Grillo's going to break down the housing market scam, the housing market conspiracy. Let's get back to it. My real estate agent will not tell me what other people are bidding.
Well, what you end up having to do is you have to kind of follow the money. So, what they'll do is they'll have like little, like smaller LLCs that buy it, And then they'll go, then you find like that LLC is owned by another LLC, and then this LLC is owned by this LLC. So it's like this rabbit hole. So when you see, because you can always publicly see who bought the property. So you can see, like, if you see an LLC that bought it,
okay,
you know at that point.
God damn it. So I have another showing in a couple days.
Good luck.
What do I do?
You don't.
You don't what? But you're telling me, hypothetically, say I'm dumb enough to go 50, 60, 70 over.
But you have the other problem here is that we are in a Goldilocks zone. So what a lot of people happen that you had these mass exodus from New York City and like Philly and like these other like tri-state areas, Boston, and they came into Connecticut. And this area of Connecticut in particular is a very affordable area for these people.
Apparently not.
Because what happens here, well, it is because if you go to like Ridgefield, Connecticut, like out like Greenwich, those areas,
true, yeah,
you can
like
get
$2
like
million house is pleb,
and it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath kind of deal. So out here, for like a $500,000, you can get a big ass house, multiple
huge
bedroom
property, big
you
garage.
get huge land. So what happens is that they got that kind of money and they come in, and for them, they'll just spend $100,000 over. They won't care.
What do you think is the percentage of how many houses are getting scooped by BlackRock Vanguard and how many houses, like, what's the ratio of the New York Fox doing $100K over versus BlackRock Vanguard?
It's hard to say. I would probably say it's a lot of both for around here in particular because, again,
like 50-50.
Right, because we're close enough to the city where you can realistically travel on occasion.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like if you go to like less desirable areas of the country, you don't see like
I lived in Maine for years. I never had this problem. I bought a house. I bought 100 acres. But never had an issue.
The other side of the coin is that because the housing supply is also so under shortage here, which is also kind of a planned shortage because the government put so many regulations in so builders can't build, that we're at a point now where there's an actual shortage of houses to supply, or the supply is smaller than what the demand is. So when you have that kind of shortage, it makes housing just that much more expensive.
Okay, so if, let's say they drop interest rates dramatically next year, this is going to be way worse, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, yes and no. You drop the interest rates and it gives people that have been waiting for those interest rate drops are now going to flood the market, which then makes the housing cheaper for people. But it's also going to make in a way that because you're not going to pay as much interest, but it's also going to make it harder.
10x the buyer pool.
Right. So you don't really win.
Okay, so you're dead honest to God, not financial advice. What do you recommend I do? You think I should just find the one I'm in love with and fucking go 100 over?
So it took me over a year, and I got in the house. I got it because my other grandmother finally was like, "Yeah, I got to sell the house." And he's like, "Whatever it's worth. Whatever it gets appraised for, I'm going to give you that with a discount." So it was like, she gave me equity as a down payment. So she sold the house for what it was worth, gave me the equity from that. I get it, because when I looked for housing, I put bids in like for like 200,000, 210,000. People would be paying $250,000, and these are like 1,200 square foot homes.
Yeah, like our parents bought these for $50K in the 80s and 90s, $80K.
Right, like remember like where we used to live when we were kids? Those houses are like $300,000. Remember that hoarding house that was a shithole?
We won't say her name, but it's E.
Yes. It was that house in a horrendous condition went for $250,000. Needed to be fully gutted.
I need your help then, because this recent one is my 5th denial. Like, I fall in love with the place. I'm like 25 over, 30 over.
I mean,
5 times now, dude.
I mean, the problem is that you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be in such negative equity.
At this point, I don't give a fuck. I want the house.
It's like if she were to go on her own, she couldn't afford rent.
I believe it.
Like she could not,
especially around here.
Yeah, like she couldn't afford it rent. So
a dump is $1,500 a month to rent a literal dump, 3rd floor. Like your roof is fucking. Your ceiling in your living room is shaped like this. You stand up from the couch, you hit your head on it.
Yeah, it's
$1,500 a month.
Yeah,
for that
so
shit.
it's like I mean that's like my mortgage with taxes.
Yeah, I'm
pissed. And it's like I have 4 beds, 3 baths. Like what am I going? Like how am I going to get better?
I mean, I need help. What do you think I really should do? What do you really think I should do?
Well, the thing is that with you, it's like you have so much. You have assets that are appreciating.
Are you team Grant Cardone or team Dave Ramsey?
I'm more of because Ramsey would say buy the house.
Buy the house, pay it off as fast as humanly possible.
But I don't agree with that because it's a lot. Have you ever heard of like Robert
Kiyosaki, yeah. He
I'm
has
more
like
him,
$1 billion in
where if
debt.
it's not a positive
Cash flowing asset.
it's a liability, and it's not. Like if it's the house with a guarantee appreciating asset, where like the negative that you go into it is going to, in relative future, be able to be positive. Great, but if you're going to be spending over $100,000 or even $50,000 in negative equity, you have to wait decades before that becomes even.
Equalizes.
So it's like,
should I just stay renting? Like that's just as
that's
bad.
You don't deal with anything either.
This is true.
And like if shit goes wrong, you know who I have to call? I call myself.
You're calling Anton.
Yeah, like literally, like one morning, it was like 4 a.m. My grandmother was freaking out, waking up, Christopher, shit, because there's something because like the heater, the thing was just it needed a restart, but like the gas heater shut off.
And is it natural gas?
Yeah, I have natural.
Boy.
Yeah, so I had to go downstairs. I had to fiddle with the vibe, and thankfully it didn't cost anything. But like when I had to do like the shower because the shower had issues, I had to replace the cartridge myself, nearly flood the house because I'm an idiot.
Oh my god.
You know, like bathroom renovations, I had to pay for, which I've learned just open your pocket. But everything's a money. You have to like dump your money into this. So it's like rent, you don't do that. You just have the landlord do shit.
Oh god. So you think it's low key a bad idea? Like, am I a dumbass if they accepted my 30K over?
At 30K, you might be okay, but you also got to figure the area too.
Here, this is fire. Everyone that I know and love is in a 10-mile bubble of this shop.
That's the other side of the coin too. But does the area have a potential for appreciating values? And I would say yes.
Right?
You'll probably be okay at 30K. 100K? 50K? I don't know.
But that's what it's going to take, right? You think that I have to start offering 50K over?
Well, let me tell you a story. So because Rudnick several years ago wanted to look at a house. We looked at a house, it was in Torrington. It was $330,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, had an outdoor pool. Beautiful home. I want to say it was $330,000. Some asshole goes in, $75,000 over, all cash, no inspection.
Oh my god.
How are you going to, like...
It's not a good idea to compete with that.
Then you're going to go no inspection, because that's the other side of the coin. If you buy a house with no inspection, you might be in a situation now where you have this like landmine of issues. Termites, roof
foundation damage.
Yes, because there are some homes here between the 80s and the early 2000s where like the pyrite or whatever, they didn't mix it right, which are now $100,000 fixes.
Oh man.
So you're gonna go with because a lot of people are gonna go, oh hey, no inspection, great. Like we looked at a house actually with him as well a couple years back where it was our old strand, the other.
Oh yeah, shit, okay.
Beautiful little home, looked good, $200,000. Wonderful. We get an inspection, right? Found out termites ate the whole thing. It was going to be like $60,000 repairs.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, Rudnick. He's like, you think I should go through? I'm like, no, because this is a money pit. You're going to be $60,000 into this, and that's just what they can see in termite.
Yeah, they start ripping shit out. It's deeper than they thought.
Yeah, like you're guaranteeing this is going to be a house that you're going to have to pretty much tear down to the studs.
Oh man. So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I'm either pissing money to the landlord or I'm paying an astronomical amount over, and then it's still my headache after, no matter what.
The third way, which is really probably your best way, because you're patient, and you're an ambitious guy when it comes sometimes to shit like this.
Thank you.
Buy the land and build.
Been there, done that.
Because if you buy the land and build...
It's just too far. Like, where all the land is available... I'm gonna have to travel deep to like come hang out at the shop.
It's smaller plots of land, but
there's
like,
still 200K, dude.
Yeah, now they're not huge, but like if you put like a 2,000 square foot home on it, you'll have a small little yard, and you're still gonna have the positive equity in the end because now you have the house fully freshly built. It's built to it however you want it to be built.
How much does that cost though?
You buy in a good area, it can be worth hundreds of thousands more.
For sure.
But it all depends on what materials you want too. I mean, you can buy do all builder grade and get away with a cheap house.
I can't cheap out. I have to pass this down to my children.
But that's the thing. If you don't cheap out, I mean, you can spend millions on a house. I mean, it all depends on what kind of materials you're gonna want to use. I've seen people do like 2,000 square foot like container homes.
Yeah.
You want to go real crazy.
But you just said that trying to do some shit like that is red tape city. Remember you tried to do some tiny home shit and it backfired?
So here's the other side of the coin here. Do what you want, beg for forgiveness later.
No, can't they demolish it if I cheat the system?
Well, $250 is cheaper than the actual permits. The red tape is always going to be an issue because you're always going to go into development. So there is like it would be
sounds like a nightmare.
It is. It's a year-long process to build, but that's because that's how they want it. In Connecticut, full of regulations.
That's so ignorant.
It is not. It's a long, drawn-out process, but you do have the equity in the end.
Okay,
or
so
at least you should.
What's the maximum that you think I could bid over to the point where now it's rejected after that? The true maximum.
I mean, maybe 10-15% of the property. But also you gotta say here at the same time, where is this property?
Torrington, Thomaston, Goshen, Harwington. This bubble here.
Well, see the problem again. That Torrington could be a loaded gun because some areas in this town I would never put too much over because you're never gonna get. And in other areas of town, you could put a lot over and you'd be completely okay. Eventually, within like a 10-year mark.
Yeah.
You know, again, Goshen, kind of the same thing. Thomaston's lesser to extent because the area's not as
densely populated.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the amenities and things like that. It's not as desirable of a location. But like if you did like this in like Litchfield, one of the most desirable towns in the country, you could spend over and you'll get the money back in 10 years. You don't win with the housing market.
No, clearly not.
Like I could sell the house even with the equity, take the equity and run and be like,
yeah, you got nowhere to go. Yeah, you got to rent again.
You're still back in square one.
Yeah.
You're kinda. I mean, you're probably better off renting until you can get a house at a reasonable price, or if you find like a foreclosure or something that you're willing to put some work in.
Yeah.
Because on the flip side, a lot of people bought these really like people always say like foreclosures are shit. It can be. But you can also get a house in a really good location, even if it needs work because the asshole couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
You put the work in, you can have the work done in a couple months, a lot less red tape, if any, and you have a perfect house. Or if you really want to be the real cheap and real slimy bag, you can go to like town halls.
Oh, do the tax lien shit?
And like if they have like a tax lien of like $20,000-$30,000, even if you bid $100,000 on that, to buy that house to pay the taxes off and then some. Buy the house for $100,000, you pay the taxes at $130,000. The house is worth $250,000. Now you might have to deal with the homeowner being a little pissed at you.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna come back and slash your tires.
But you know what though? They took because it's not like it happened overnight. It's not like you miss a payment taxes. It's
doesn't it take like a year to get like foreclosed on properly?
Yeah, if they because of tax like the non-payment tax, like they work with you, like they try to contact you multiple times.
Yeah,
it's years. So at that point, it's like you deserve to have that house taken away.
Oh man, this is rough, dude.
I would probably do.
I think I'm gonna just keep offering $30,000 over then. That'll be my cap. Like you said, 10% over. I'm roughly looking in the threes, 320-ish.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start just spitting $30,000, 32 over, and then something will stick, maybe.
Yeah, but you also gotta like the house too, because if the house you don't like, I can't make this house nicer. Because I've done that too. I look at it, I'm like, this is like, there's nothing that you can do in this world to make this house nicer.
All right. Well, if you had to summarize everything we've talked about, give me the one paragraph summary of my situation, because you're clearly way more knowledgeable than me. I'm some dipshit spitting numbers out.
I mean, definitely keep looking.
Yeah.
When you find a house, make a reasonable offer, and make sure you always have an inspection. If the numbers don't make sense, move on.
Fair. Well, thank you for letting me pick your brain. Comment below if you guys are dealing with this situation yourselves, or did you guys get the Grillo come up and you're sitting pretty with no shot of selling in the near future? I'm curious. I will read all the comments on this one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.